if it's left alone. But anyway, onto some serious matters now. You may have seen in the news recently that the education union SADTU is complaining about the contents of a leaked report. Ministerial task team investigating jobs for cash scandal that was discussed quite a bit towards the end of last year and at the beginning of this year. So to tell us a little bit more about some of these concerns, we've got the spokesperson for the Department of Basic Education, Mr. Elijah Mhlanga. Thank you very much for joining us and welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
So SADTU are livid about this ministerial task team report, which isn't even public yet. How did we get here?
Well, they are raising concerns about the content of the report, but basing it on the premises of the report that was given to the minister late last year, which was a draft report. The final report, as you correctly say, has not yet been released, and the minister has given a schedule of meetings, has published the schedule of meetings, saying she needs to go through a process, meeting stakeholders before the report can be released. So it seems on the basis of the draft report which they have seen, they believe that the content is not in their favor, and as a result of that, they are raising a whole lot of issues.
All right, just for the benefit of our public, take us back to why the task team was set up and what was it investigating specifically? Well,
the minister set up a ministerial task team, which was led by Professor John Volmink, after media reports indicating that some people had paid cash for their jobs, and in various provinces that was reported, and those reports persisted, and she felt that there was a need for her to get a greater understanding of what is really happening, because there were all sorts of allegations that were being made and implicating various teacher unions, implicating officials in different places. And the investigation commenced its work and put together that report that has since been given to the minister. And the draft was shared with various stakeholders for them to have a look at, because even before the investigation started, she had meetings with school governing body associations, teacher unions, and parent associations as well, for them to be able to understand what is going to be taking place, because they are involved in the process of appointment. School governing bodies are involved, teacher unions are also involved, playing various roles. So it was important for them to understand the process that was going to unfold, because they were going to be called to give evidence as well.
So how much can you tell us about what's in the report? Did it confirm that there were actually jobs for cash?
Well, the report does confirm that there's some illegal activities that have taken place, that monies have exchanged hands in exchange for jobs, but it also reveals the fact that there are systemic issues with the way we've been doing things, which means the process was flawed, allowing for certain individuals to manipulate it to favor certain individuals who would have paid monies.
SADTU are saying that this doesn't reflect what's really happening on the ground. They disagree with the contents of this report. They must have seen parts of it. What is their biggest grievance, and what are you telling them?
Well, the minister will be meeting teacher unions on the 14th of April. So it's better to leave all of those issues to her and the teacher unions to debate or discuss, because what they are talking about comes from a draft report, and that version has since been improved, because even at the time when the draft report was submitted, it wasn't, the investigation was still ongoing, and some more information has since been found and included in the report, and also the recommendations have since been strengthened. So we can't discuss that report until it's made public, but the report will be shared with the teacher unions for the purposes of that meeting. So we believe that all the issues that they are raising will be dealt with in that meeting on the 14th, because the plan is to release the report publicly on the 15th.
We get a sense as outsiders looking in that it seems as if it's kind of a war between teacher unions and your department. How did we get to this kind of situation where really you should be working together?
Well, we work together. It's just that there are differences in certain issues. There are issues where when there are differences, they really come out sharply from both sides. But we feel as an employer that we need to lead. We need to ensure that our employees do the work that they're supposed to do and comply with all the regulations that are there, so that we focus on the key customer, who is the learner, and the teachers being our biggest asset in the system. We also need to make sure that we take care of them. So it's a difficult balancing act that we need to ensure we manage, but we are up to it, and the minister is there to ensure that she manages the relationships, to ensure that all the work that needs to happen is done. So with all the differences that are there, we expect robust discussions and robust interaction between the department and the teacher unions, but at the end of the day, we mustn't lose sight of the work that we have to do. So we believe that whatever differences that are there will be resolved, and that work will continue as scheduled.
All right, we're going to have to leave it there, but we look forward to hearing the final report and the outcomes thereof at a later stage. Mr. Mhlanga, thank you very much for joining us on Morning Live.
Thank you so much.
Okay, right now, Brussels woke up to a somber Easter Sunday, barely 5 days after suicide bomb attacks that claimed 31 lives and injured hundreds. Islamic State has threatened more attacks in an online video.
You have learned nothing.